Morning, my name's John Mendez and we're just looking at removing an engine from this little boat of ours that we run. And she's in lovely condition, but she just needs her annual fettle, so we tend to take an engine out, do them alternately, so they're both got a redo, make sure she's up and working correctly. So there's the engine down by my feet, and removal's quite simple. We just need to remove the fuel and the electrics, and on this one, because it does the hot water, we've got to remove the cooling system to allow the water to drain out from the hot water system. Remove the engine bolts, the shaft bolts, and then in theory she's going to come up and through our sunroof above my head. Just going to run you through the basics of what we need. We need a bucket for putting the slops in. We'll be draining out some salt water from the cooling system and some antifreeze. We're going to replace all the antifreeze, so that will just go in the slops bucket. Decent set of spanners, decent set of sockets, and for me, plastic gloves, because my hands don't like all the oily stuff. First little jobs will be to remove the electric system, and we'll remove the fuel supply and the fuel return, and then we'll tape both of those up so that they don't drip fuel everywhere. And before we do that, we turn the fuel off at the main stopcock up here, makes it safe. So that's my fuel return line gone. The tissue's just to collect any drips. Same with the fuel supply, we've tied that up out of the way. And the electrics are now nicely tucked away so they don't come to any harm. Next will be remove the gearbox cable, which is what makes it go in and out of gear, and the throttle cable, so we've got clear access. That's my throttle cable off, nice and simple. And there is the gear cable removed. The gear cable has a tiny little circlet which is very easy to lose, so I've put that in my little white bowl just so I remember where I've put it. So here on the front of the engine we've undone the pipes from the coolant system to the calorifier. All the throttle cables and everything have been disconnected. We've disconnected the header tank feed. At the rear of the engine we've disconnected the electrics to the starter motor and the earthing onto the main block. That's just in front of my foot there. And then on the very stern we've disconnected the shaft, so the flange bolts which connect the shaft to the output from the gearbox. Okay, so we're all unbolted. All that's ready to happen now is open the sunroof, bring the chains and the hoist in, and we'll remove this bit of floor we're standing on to make it slightly easier for room, and out she comes. Here we are now, engine half out, crane out the window, going out through the sunroof there. That's the cunning plan. So let's hope it don't drop, because there's my engine in the air and it's just going to disappear out on the telly lever.
We'll clear everything down the roof, yeah?
Yeah. There's the little beastie. She's not looking bad because she works hard. There we go. Job's a good one. So there's the baby out on the pallet. We can put her in the shed, she'll have a little wash off. You can see some coolants come out the front there. And she's all looking pretty good. The rusty water's just from the chains from the lifting eyes. And then we can just give her a nice little tidy up, redo any seals or gaskets, and she's ready to go for next year.